You, what's happening? Oh, God. The weak greatness, what's happening? The biggest homo on my channel, AJ. Bobbity, Bass Pro. What's up? A lot of bullshit going on with Trump, huh? It's amazing how many people will 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 leave Trump over some controversy, which tells me that they never were really behind Trump to begin with. What's up, Chill? Yeah, you big pussy. You weren't here for a month because of some so-called dead Pakistani girl, right? Oh God, like your dead mother. Files are real, but best was not. I don't understand. What? Gosh, why am I having a problem reading? Files are real, but best was not. I don't understand that. Desk, but desk was not. What? Dude, you got to type better. What's up, Cyber? His weed farm got nicked, raided. Hey, AJ, has I showed up to your weed farm? I'd fall the fuck out laughing if AJ was deported. So, Uncle Bobbity with the inside information. Jim, AJ has been so poopy in HB Stream, he is floundering without you in his life constantly. Consistently. Oh, God, AJ. You fucking retard. The Bass Pro says Trump doesn't want to expose certain people. I think people on the list are part of his administration or the elites. No, I don't think it's necessarily that. I think, you know, there may very well be names that could affect, that could possibly start a war, that could fuck with trade agreements. You know, I'm going to trust that Trump knows what he's doing. But, you know, they did handle it badly. I mean, I think Trump was being honest when he said he would expose all this, but then when he found out, yeah, and Trump has also said that, you know, there's a lot of people's names on the list that just went out to lunch with him. You know, so if they provide that list, the people's names that are on it that didn't do anything more than maybe go to lunch with him once, that they'll be destroyed. So there was a lot of things they had to consider. They said that Israel has something to do with the Jeffrey Epstein list, and that whole case with him. Maybe. But they said that the list doesn't exist. Yeah, they fucked it up. They fucked it all up. They really fucked that up. Like I said, I think when Trump initially said, I'm going to expose all this, he had every intention to do so. But, there's probably people on both sides, prominent people on both sides, that if the lists were made public, might start a war, might fuck up trade agreements. You don't know. What I understand, Epstein was in the employ of just about every spy agency in the world. And what he was doing was setting people up for blackmail. Get, hook somebody up with some young kid and then, give the information of whatever government and they can get them to do their bidding. I have a feeling Trump will expose the pedos at the end of his term. I don't know. It's a bad look for him now. It really is. I mean, it's just a bad look. And when he told that, when he said to that reporter, you're still talking about the Epstein case, that didn't go over well. Usually Trump does very well with his reporters, putting them in their place and stuff. But saying that, choking oxides. We say make the list public and see what happened. We were due for a huge shit show. It's been a while since COVID. Well, I think Trump has enough political capital to survive this. But it's kind of hard to claim transparency when you're not. Yeah, and it's fucked up optics. It really is. And that fucking Pam Bondi, it's just ridiculous. My old boss Reese says that Bongino is a scumbag. Like what? What? What has Bongino ever said or done that makes him a scumbag? And Bongino's ready to quit over this shit because he's been saying for years he's a guy that's against this kind of shit. But and again, you have to consider everything, and the fact is, we don't know what Trump's dealing with behind this. We really don't know. So. Right, him saying there was no listing to stop talking about was a terrible look. Yeah, it wasn't. So what's this? Butler, PA was a staged event. Did Trumpers really not know Trump is a pedophile? I thought they knew, but just didn't care. Okay. Um, ban user and delete their comments. See ya. So say goodbye to whatever the fuck his name was. And here's the thing, too. The Democrats never did anything to expose this list. Yeah, they could have done it. See, what looks bad is Trump said he was going to do it. Now he's not doing it. I don't know. So Joe Canuck said. Does Trump have a plan, or did he just prove that Democrats and Republicans can work together? Yeah, his name was Nelson. I know. I know. Fucking Christ, man. Yeah, it really don't look good for Trump. But like I say, I think Trump's hands are tied here, and he can survive. I guess he figures he can survive it. Yeah, because the release of that information might have terrible consequences. Who knows? And he's got to take the hit. But the Democrats could have exposed information too, and they didn't. So I mean, this fucking Epstein probably had all kind of fucking important or semi-important people. When you start exposing them people, they expose other people. Yeah, what really kills me is the people that are willing to fucking just say fuck Trump over this. Like, people that supposedly supported him, right? Like, this is the one area I totally disagree with the way Trump handled it. But I also understand there may be things that were beyond his control that he has to shut up about this. But look, the rest of what he's doing is pretty good with immigration, the economy. There's all kind of shit Trump's doing. Did you see that? So the University of Pennsylvania agreed to take all Leah Thomas's medals. Leah Thomas is the man who won a bunch of medals in like collegiate swimming. They took all this motherfucker's medals, and they're going to give the medals appropriately to the women that really won. They're going to knock him out of the rankings, Leah Thomas, who is a man masquerading as a woman, and I think that's very appropriate. But my old boss Reese says that they're only 1% of the population. In other words, it's not that many of them. Yeah, let it go. Yeah, just let the normalization of insanity continue so it can just grow. Yeah, let that happen. These progressive commies are unfucking believable with their bullshit. Rick's Vids, what's up? 3.2 trillion. Yeah, well, everybody spends, AJ. He's cut a lot of money too. Cut a lot of money. And there's a lot of good in that bill too. Tax cuts are permanent. A lot of good in that bill. So shitloads are gloating about Trump planning on Epstein. Because they gloat about anything they can point as a negative, paint as a negative to Trump's presidency. They gloat without earning it. Yeah, I know. But this is giving them a reason. You know what I mean? Which I don't like. But again, hey, Democrats had years. Joe Biden could have exposed it. He didn't, right? So I think Bongino quits. I really think he's going to quit. And I couldn't blame him. I mean, his reputation up to now has been sterile. I mean, stellar. I mean, well, you get in the dirty business of politics, you know. And the only thing that Trump could do to make the situation right is release the list, and it don't look like he's going to do it. But like I said, I'm quite sure Trump has very good reasons for not releasing the list. I mean, he knew it was going to cause shit. I mean, come on. AJ, you're a complete idiot. If you want to talk shit on Bongino, I want to know why you're talking shit. I want specifics or shut the fuck up. Because Dan Bongino is a very decent man, so shut your fucking mouth. Fucking idiot. Fucking Pakistani dead fucker. So Bobbity said, this disgusting practice of ritualized use of children isn't stopped by Trump. Then who? Trump is America's line in the sand to address this shit, but libtards think it's the reverse. Well, the optics are bad, though. In other words, if Trump's the one that's going to stop it, here's the perfect opportunity to produce a list. He's not doing it. I'm behind Trump. I think he has very good reasons for doing that. But it doesn't look good. It doesn't. That's just a fact. The weak greatness, what's up? Yeah, it just doesn't. I don't think I did a show last week, right? Yeah, I was fucking tired. Yeah. Yeah, oh, I know what the fuck. That's what that is. Right. Keep adding all these features on the fucking StreamYards. Most of it's like bells and whistles you don't need or you're never going to use. Uh, yeah, yeah. There was this fucking. I was watching that Andrew. What's his name? Bronca, the lawyer. I used to see him on. What the fuck? On Nick Mercator's channel. He's pretty good. He's going over the bullshit with Isenal. And there's this fucking judge from Guyana, right? Her parents were here illegally, right? She was born in LA, which, illegally makes her a citizen. And now she's ordering it. She's ordering that ICE agents can't do anything in LA, but here she's really not a citizen, right? Her name's Fring Pong or something. She's got like a real long name. I forget what this guy's fucking name is though. Andrew Bronca. That's his name. He does kind of these long fucking live streams. He's pretty good though. But how is a first generation foreigner able to be a judge and deal with illegal immigration when basically her parents were here illegally? She was born here, becomes a citizen, then becomes a judge, and is able to fucking rule on issues like immigration. What's this? Bobby said Netanyahu is the Epstein Center. God damn. He has to feel so safe he doesn't recognize the hit coming. Well, Trump has to choose to hit Netanyahu to stop this system. And thus for it hasn't happened. Won't. I don't understand. Don't understand there, big guy. He said, wait for the media fallout when the first white South Africaner becomes a lawyer or a judge and they blow up about white nationalism. Yeah, it's amazing how the entire world, the media, doesn't expose what's happening to the white farmers in South Africa. It's just sickening what's happening down there, and they just completely ignore it. Completely ignore it. Yeah, from what I understand, Epstein was Epstein, agent of Mossad. From what I understand, Epstein was involved with just about every spy agency in the world, which is why he caught such a break. I think he was cased up for fucking with kids before, and he caught a pretty good break years ago. And Candace Owens did a thing on him like it's how did he become a billionaire? There's no real clear path as to how he acquired all that money. You know, Might have been paid by governments to set people up, hold them in check for some kind of blackmail uh, thing. Missing desk, huh? Yeah. I'll be honest with you. It's hard for me to follow politics anymore. I'm saying, because quite often the right thing doesn't happen. It just doesn't. Because most of these people are dirty with something, so they don't tell on each other for fear of getting told on. So it's one big shit show. Yeah, basically, that's what it is. One big fucking shit show. Fuck. Fuck my cigarettes. Damn it. Fuck me. All right, I'm gonna try something here. I'm gonna try to flip my Wi-Fi over to my phone. Wondering if I can do that while the stream is up. If for some reason, stick with me for a while, right? If for some reason this gets canned, I'll make another stream. Oh yeah. Oh, settings. All right. So I think I did that. I think I probably glitched for a second there, but I think now we are on my hotspot. Yes. All right. Alrighty. Second here. Christ. My cigarettes. I go out in the yard. You know what I mean? Outside to finish the stream. Oh shit. Fuck me. Fuck cigarette. There they are. Oh shit. Ah man. That's bad lighting. It's still bad, but What am I gonna do? There's glare. Oh well. That Spencer Carter responded to me on Facebook. What did he fucking? I asked him why he isn't on. Uh, he's calling himself the Internet Shock Jock. Um, I can't find it, but he respond. I asked him why he isn't on YouTube anymore, and he gave some fucking goofball response. I'm laying low with him because, yeah, the minute you give him any kind of negative response, he bans you. I mean, yeah, anything he don't like, boom, you're banned. And I want to set him up for the kill. He now describes himself as the Internet Shock Jock. How fucking retarded can you be? I mean, that kid is some kind of autistic retard. Never heard of him? Yeah, that's because he's your fucking cousin, AJ. Spencer Carter. I wonder if I could. See, I don't know how to pass one of the videos over here. I don't think I have Facebook on my computer. It's so hard for me to transfer shit. You know, it just is. Let me see. Log into Facebook. I probably can't do it. Maybe. I entered an old password. What? Ugh, yeah, forget it. I just changed my password this morning, and for some fucking strange reason, the internet version isn't fucking, or the compute laptop version. I don't know. I changed it this morning, and it's saying it isn't. Fucking bullshit. Bass Pro told him to stop talking about Trump. Yeah, you can't even have fun with him. You really can't. He can't handle any kind of criticism. And it's amazing that he even has any people. You know, like, because he has, I think he has a few. I mean, it's nothing earth shattering, but Spencer Carter, public figure, 3,000 followers. And he's following 4,000. Anti new normal / pro common sense dude. Oh my God, man. He is fucking. He's still streaming. But God bless him. As retarded as he is, he's trying. That's the problem with him, though. You can't have any fun with him. You can't. Yeah, he's like your retarded half brother, AJ. You'd fucking love him. Yeah, you can't troll him. You really can't. Like I said, I put a comment on one of his old videos, and he responded within a day. I forget what he said. He is retarded. I guarantee he's never had any pussy. Here's one of his posts 11 hours ago. I hope so called President Donald Trump doesn't replace the American flag with that racist Confederate flag at the White House. And nobody responded. Nothing. Another post with around the same time. Trump is bad for America. Nothing. Not one like, not one comment. What's up, Richie? What's happening? Yeah, so I do think Bongino is going to quit. I do think he will quit. He will. Nobody does anything short anymore on fucking YouTube. You know what I mean? Let's see if now this guy, professional douche. He only trolls like conservative events, but it's funny the shit that he says, and it's also funny the way some of these people act towards him. Because if he came to an event I was at, I would just laugh at him, you know. But it's amazing how people get so angry at this dude. Like I'm gonna play one of his. I think he's funny. I mean, he's totally anti-conservative. I talked to him on a live stream one time. He was all right with me. You know, I just said, look, I fully support Trump, and I support you too because you're funny. But you know, you never troll any liberal events. And he told me he went to troll an event in Valley Forge for Joe Biden, but they recognized him and wouldn't let him in. I'm like, well, doesn't that tell you anything? You know, and he just, you know, but My God, how many fucking times are they going to change the interface on this fucking on? Oh my God! So he's covering the Karen Reed trial, and I guess these people were there to support Karen Reed. It's pretty funny, but here you go.
Karen Reed's second trial started today with opening statements in the high-profile Massachusetts murder case.
We are here at the second Karen Reed trial to start some shit. Karen Reed did nothing wrong. Sure, she may have killed a cop.
Oh, wait a minute.
But they're only prosecuting her because she's white. And anti-white racism.
Hi, cousin boyfriend.
Right.
How's it going? Huh? Why are you whispering? I was just saying hi to my cousin boyfriend. You got a problem with that?
She's my cousin and my girlfriend.
We like to keep it in the family.
Save the race. Join our space. Karen's only being prosecuted because she's white.
Yeah. Stop white racism.
I mean, sure, she may have killed a cop, but we don't care. We don't think white people should be prosecuted.
Free speech for
Oh, come on.
everyone.
Say no to white people being prosecuted.
Yeah.
Karen Reed may have killed a cop, but we don't care about that.
So glad you guys all came out for this. It's the most important thing going on in the country right now.
Yeah.
A beautiful white woman in trouble.
Disrespectful to the people that live here to do that.
What are you talking about?
Being so loud.
I'm here for Karen Reed,
I understand that, but those people that live here, you should don't be any disrespectful. What do you make?
but we don't want white people to be prosecuted.
I don't either, but we don't need
No more white people being prosecuted,
to stop making it racist.
even if they committed a
No, because
crime.
we know that the cops.
Even
like,
if they
free black
committed a
people.
crime.
They're not coming out of our house for that ever.
Even if white people commit a crime, they shouldn't be prosecuted.
Fight for white ladies'
We're with
rights.
you.
Fight
Yeah, we are.
white ladies'
Yeah.
rights.
Because you're going to get us all, and you're going to get
That's
us
why
all
they're
moved.
doing it.
Why?
So you guys
No, we're with you.
Yeah, we're with you.
No, we are.
We support
We're
you.
with us at all. Oh, I don't know. We're just standing there. You guys just seem like you have a problem.
But we're with you.
Well, it's our First Amendment right to be here, isn't it?
Absolutely, 100%.
No, yeah. Oh, is there a special free speech zone that we need to be in? Oh, so this is not the free speech zone. Okay, that was
Do not prosecute white people.
We didn't realize that we weren't in the free speech zone. We're
That's
sorry.
not allowed here.
You're gonna come down here and get a bunch of punks. That was your first mistake.
I think that
I don't think you get it. We're with you.
You're not with us because we're following the rules.
Yeah, we're with you though.
But you're not following the rules. You're not with us.
But we are with you.
You're not.
Yeah, we are.
No, you're not.
Yeah, we
You're
are.
racist.
We're here to support Karen Reed.
That's racist.
We're here to support Karen Reed.
This right here.
No justice, no peace till the white lady is released.
See, they didn't care.
He seems okay.
Oh, he knows. See that
with you guys.
one right here.
No justice, no peace till the white lady's released. Oh my God, man, that's fucking funny. That is fucking funny. Now, how the fuck? Oh, okay. He's definitely a conservative troll, but I love him. He's got that goofy look in his face. He looks like he's some kind of autistic fat ass, but he is funny. He looks like some form of questionable toad. I know. But I think he's hilarious. I mean, the point he's trying to make is they're all out there. Conservatives are all about free speech, right? And he goes out there and says something counter to what they're saying, and some of them lose their minds. And they don't realize he's just trolling. Just let him troll. You know what I mean? So what? He wouldn't bother me at all. But I made the point with him on the show that you couldn't do that at a liberal thing. Like when I went down there and with the sign "Trump is King," one guy had like a air raid siren or something. The thing that goes, and he put that near my ear. I was going to punch this dude right in his fucking mouth. And there was this paid, what did he call himself? He was a paid, he just happened to be standing there, a paid de-escalator. Yeah. And he was a nice guy, and he's like, look, do you think you could leave the area? Because I can't control this guy. I said, look, I already told the guy what's going to happen the next time he comes near me. I'm going to punch him in the face. That's my de-escalation. I said, I'm not leaving the area. He needs to leave the area. You know what I mean? I have the right to be here just like he does, just like you do. And when I moved in the area, the guy started following me, like trying to menace me. And I said, yeah, just come within striking distance. You'll see what happens. And he wouldn't do it. He's a big bitch. But and that dude even admitted he tried to get into an event for Joe Biden. He was going to troll it, and they wouldn't let him in. They wouldn't let him in. Cyberboy says retards are funny. Yeah, dude, he does this one with the police, and he dresses as a pig. And I support pigs. I was falling down laughing. Oh my God, it's fucking funny. What's up, boss? Are you making any money off YouTube, Richie? I'm sure you're not making much, right? Yeah, it seems like anymore, most of the people that are big on YouTube were on YouTube like 10 years or more. Now, there are some exceptions. Some people that get big very quickly. I'm not quite sure how they do that. Like I see some of these people with thousands of fucking subscribers. When they go live, there's this one fat dude. He's got like 50,000 people. Like, I just, like it makes no sense, but who knows? I mean, I think I was doing good my first or second channel, because I was streaming every day, 6, 7, 8 hours, and YouTube literally took the fire out of my steam. I mean, I don't know. You keep killing your fucking channel, I really hope there's some kind of class action against YouTube. I would definitely get on board for that. Definitely get on board for that. No justice. You hear that? Now he's got this woman with him. No justice, no peace till the white lady's released. That shit's funny, man. I don't care what anybody says. That shit's funny. That shit is really funny. So I'll do my brother's video on Bongino.
Guys, you're about to find out why Dan Bongino might be walking away from the FBI in a blaze of righteous fury, all thanks to Attorney General Pam Bondi, which is what they're calling her now, according to her alleged sabotage of the Epstein file story. And this goes way beyond one argument. This is about trust, integrity, and the lid being blown off something huge. One thing I've noticed is that the left isn't really going all that nutty like they usually do over this story. That's the MAGA people this time around. Do they have good reason? I think so. Let's get into it. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Now, do me a favor, if you like our videos and you haven't done so already, you should become a subscriber to the channel. You can hit that notification bell and smack the like button because it helps us get our message out to more people. Also, you'll always be notified when a new video comes out. All right. So I filmed this late Saturday night, and with how fast the story is moving, Bongino may have already left the FBI by now, or he decided to stay by the time this video goes out. So I'm just going to do the story that I wanted to do and let it fall where it is. And thank you for putting up with that. So let's begin with what Axios dropped. FBI Deputy Director Dan Bongino is reportedly locked in a heated dispute with Attorney General Pam Bondi, as they're calling her now, over her mishandling of the Jeffrey Epstein files. Now, stop and think about that. The FBI's #2 guy is reportedly so fed up that he took a day off from work Friday after clashing with Bondi. Now, why? Because of the DOJ FBI memo saying there's no evidence Epstein had a client list, and of course he killed himself, didn't blackmail them, whatever. Now, when that came out, you could almost hear a collective eye roll across America. Nobody believed it, including me. NBC News reported that Bongino did not report to work on Friday amid speculation about his whereabouts. The same source believes Bongino is considering leaving the Bureau. Now, pause here. If Bongino resigns, the message is clear. He's done playing pretend, or what he would say, cutesy time, in a broken system. And on top of that, it has been rumored that FBI Director Kash Patel, remember I said rumored, has said that if Bongino goes, he's following him. The administration could lose the top 2 brass in the FBI over this. NBC didn't hold back either. Quote, Bongino is out of control furious, one source said. This destroyed his career. He's threatening to quit and torch Pam unless she's fired. Torch Pam? That's not passive aggressive, guys. That's launch code level stuff. When Bongino didn't show up Friday, rumors swirled that he had quit. One source put it bluntly, he ain't coming back. Axios claims 2 sources familiar with Bongino's position say he was increasingly displeased with Bondi's handling of the Epstein case because she had publicly overpromised and underdelivered. That's what everybody's saying. But it sounds like every other corrupt DC official ever. Now, I don't think Pam Bondi is corrupt. I know. Everybody on the left says she's corrupt because of some decisions she had made as Attorney General of Florida for Trump. But I don't think her decision to ixnay the Epstein istlay had anything to do with corruption. I think she just handled it really badly. Look, had she come out in the beginning and said, yes, we have all been waiting for years for the release of the Epstein files, including me. However, after reading them and absorbing everything in those files, I think I have made the decision correctly that we cannot release them because too many innocent lives would be destroyed. She could have added something like, we're going to try to find a way that we can release some of the data without harming anyone. At this point, we can't see how yet because everything has been so intermixed by having innocent people on the Epstein list and victims.
Wait a minute. My bandwidth? I don't understand. I see you're saying in the chat, my bandwidth? I don't understand. What the fuck does that mean?
Interspersed within the criminal behavior described. At this point, we feel it would be irresponsible to just release everything raw like we said. I promised a raw release of the Epstein files, and I did so without the full knowledge of what was there. Remember, we were told by the New York U.S. Attorney for the Southern District that all of the files were given to us. And we later learned that that was false because there were a lot more files on this case that they were hiding. I take full responsibility, and I'm going to do my level best to make it right. Thank you for your patience. But she didn't do that now, did she? She made a mockery of the DOJ and the FBI, which is why people are talking about leaving now. NBC News added fuel to the fire with this. Quote, this came after a confrontation Wednesday at a meeting with Bondi and White House Chief of Staff Susie Wiles during which Bongino and Patel were asked about a news story suggesting they were dissatisfied with the decision not to release any additional Epstein files. Now, I think that the insinuation there during that meeting was they were asking them, did you leak this story to the
come on.
press that you're dissatisfied? And that is illegal. I think it's a felony for the FBI. It's a fireable offense. But I think because knowing Dan Bongino and Kash Patel, their integrity.
It's glitching, huh? See, it doesn't show on my side that it's glitching. Just let this cigarette. I'm going to switch back over to the. That sucks. So, why would it glitch on my hotspot? Why would that happen? Jesus fucking Christ. That fucking blows. See, I'm watching myself on my phone. It doesn't seem like it's glitching. See, it doesn't show that it's glitching to me on the computer. Well, I think it was Mark Dice that showed, somebody did a meme and it showed Hillary Clinton going in the cell doing that 60 seconds. Yeah, but that 60 seconds isn't long enough for somebody to do something and come back out. I mean, you know. Like the Epstein video, we lost a minute. Oh, okay. Well, oh yeah, I am good. Well, I can't tell because it's out of step with. Oh, what the fuck! I can't fucking win. Because I'm the source. I'll be goddamn if I understand any of this shit. I really, thank God for unlimited liquid. All right, let's go upstairs. Maybe I got a fucking. Oh my fucking God! Just maybe I'll switch back over to the house's Wi-Fi. Maybe that's better. Oh fuck no. The fuck. All right. The only way I can tell it's glitching is if I keep it on my phone and keep watching my phone because I can't tell if anything's fucking glitching. Right. That's another thing that I thought, Richie. That's another thing that I didn't understand. Now, I think I saw an explanation where the cameras that were working that showed us those images, but it showed the common area around those cells where somebody would have to be seen if they went into his cell. Yeah, pretty fucking convenient. But that was the explanation that I forget who gave that explanation, but in other words, that's the area around his cell. Um, you know, I don't know. It's not enough time. It's not enough time to go into his cell, fake some kind of suicide, and get out and not be seen. It's not. It's just not. So Bobby said the fucking witnesses said Epstein was taken from his son. Fucking jackass. Right. Both guards who were charged with watching over him happened to fall asleep. Bobby said, and you believe you're an expert on forest fires, AJ? Shut the fuck up. Yeah, his cellmate was removed a couple of days before. Yeah. I mean, there's too many, there's too much, what do you call it, circumstantial evidence that he was definitely killed. I mean, come on. And now they're going to say he wasn't. Like, get the fuck out of here. You know, it's fucking ridiculous. Richie, did you watch that lawyer, Andrew Branca? So he was covering the, apparently there's a judge that's a first generation immigrant. Her last name is Frimpong. She's got like 32 consonants in her name. Um, so in other words, she was born in LA to illegal parents who were here illegally from Guyana. And now she became a judge. So technically you could say that she's not an American citizen. She's not, because she was born to illegal parents who were here illegally, right? But now she's making the decision that ICE can't operate basically in LA, right? And they're calling it that, like, well, the news media said that she said it was a tentative decision, which judges don't make tentative decisions. They either make a decision or they don't, you know. And I mean, she'll get destroyed on appeal, but how could she make a decision like that? ICE doesn't have to listen to that, do they? I mean, Supreme Court told Trump administration to ignore those rulings. Yeah, that's all. Right. Oh, agreed. She must recuse from the cases since her background makes her a biased party to the issue at hand. Right. But see, so now they're just making these decisions because they know that the media will, put it out there. And see, when they do this shit, I don't know why Trump or Homan doesn't come out and say, we will completely disregard this illegal ruling. They need to get their asses right out in front of the media and say, nope. Every time they do it, nope. And now for something completely different. So AJ, clear out of the clear blue sky, said there was a fire here on the 7th. Thought I would have to evacuate. You know why? Because people don't know how to responsibly light fireworks. AJ, I guarantee you, the fireworks where you live is nothing like you experience in a black neighborhood. And I live in a black neighborhood. These motherfuckers, it's unfucking believable. I was here 3 days. I go out the door at 6:30 in the morning, right? And you can research this. I live in the Germantown section of Philadelphia, right? It's all black. I go out the door at 6:30 in the morning. There's a bunch of young kids, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 years old. Black kids, like 20 of them, right outside my door. There's 2 police cars and there's a news station. And here's some 19-year-old black kid got shot in the face while he was on a scooter. He's shot dead at 5:30 in the morning. So an hour before, this kid was shot dead. And it wasn't a robbery because they found him on top of his scooter. 19 years old. Dead. Fucking damn shame. You can look that up, too. It's about a week ago. 10 days. 19 years old. They'll never find out who killed him. Oh, Bobbity mentioned forest fires. Listen to this retard. Who cares what neighborhood? There's dry brush here. Completely irrelevant. I was lighting illegal fireworks, but I'm responsible. What the fuck? Oh my God, you fucking retarded. Fucking Pakistani dead loving fucking. Oh my God. Jesus Christ. This fucking Pac-Man, I hope somebody sues him. He's definitely saying shit that could be brought up in a defamation case against Trump. I mean, he just never shuts the fuck up about Trump. And it's all bullshit. I don't know why Trump just doesn't sue him. And I think the bigger that he gets, the more chance of him getting sued, and just taken out. What the fuck? Getting into it with a gang member, told him to leave it. He didn't. What are you talking about? Bobbity said, "No, I mentioned your lack of objective ability to say the truth at any time in the years since we've been conversing, fuckstain." Again, you missed the point. Yeah, you do have a lack of objective ability. He's just like Reese, my old boss. Just like him. Just like him. You say something, oh, that's not happening. And he accuses me over the immigration thing of being full of hate, right? What? Because I want illegal aliens, people that came here illegally, to be deported. That means I'm full of hate, right? But yet he'll stick up for his own hatred and his party's hatred of Donald Trump and everything that they made up to get people to hate them. It's astounding what these progressive commies do. Like these are the people that are full of hate. They have shock troops that go out and riot during these protests, and yet conservatives are the ones that are full of hate. It's just, how do you argue with that? How do you reason with people? You can't. You can't. That's why you keep getting banned, AJ. You can't be reasoned with. You think men can become women, but you won't fuck them. No, they're not undocumented, AJ. They're illegal aliens. That's what they are. Illegal aliens. Get used to it. Illegal aliens. We don't use the commie terms, okay? I'm not about the commie terms. He said, I'm playing the largest violin on earth for tax-paying illegals right now. Who cares if they pay taxes? They're here illegally, you fucking retard. What part of that don't you understand? What part of illegal don't you understand? You come here illegally, you got to go. You got to go. And then the media is making all these claims like they'll say something. Here's the games they play. So they'll say something like, they'll accuse ICE of going after some of these aliens because they're dark in complexion. Well, no. If they go to a place like Home Depot, which is known to have illegal aliens, right? They can go there and ask them for ID. Yeah, I'm gonna have to switch over to my. All right, stick with me here, people. I'm gonna try to switch over internet, so I might be a little fucked up here. So. There it is. All right, so I'm off of this. It just started glitching, so and I saw that on my phone. I saw it on the thing, so should be better now. That's okay. What's up? ICE Director Homan can have his agents spray paint all illegals with white paint, so that way there is no longer a basis for racial profiling based on skin color. There goes AJ talking nonsense again. What part of they came here illegally, they have to go, don't you understand? There are immigration laws. If you don't like the immigration laws, then the Democratic Party should have them overturned. But they haven't done that, have they? Because they don't have the political will to do it. And they certainly don't have the capital right now to do anything. They care about this country, but are filled with greed. So see these progressive moron communists like AJ, they never really talk about the law, do they? They talk about human failings like greed or hate or their feelings or they feel as though they're morally superior to other people. But fuck the laws. Because see, if the laws go against what they believe, then they have a moral duty, right? And these laws have been around for decades. They've done nothing to change them. But then when somebody like Trump comes in and actually tries to enforce immigration law that's been on the books for decades, 50, 60, 70 years, they've now got a problem. He's got to start locking people up like Karen Bass, Newsom, this governor in New York. I have a feeling that Mondami better, he's probably going to get elected, that Mondami for New York. I have a feeling that they're going to arrest him very quickly if he tries any bullshit with federal agents coming in there. I think they're definitely going to arrest his stupid ass. Good. I hope they lock him up and throw away the fucking key. You know, little fucking commie. Right, exactly. Special case of tax havens enabled by their socialist corporate welfare buddies in government. Right. So, Bobby said retardation. Illegal is here falsely, using some citizens' ID stolen from them, paying the same tax rate as the actual citizen they are claiming to be, yet somehow, in commie brain, it's more. Special case said, were the miners working at the pot farm paying more taxes? AJ, you just you prove at every stream you're stupid. You're just stupid, and you get dumber as the stream goes on. You do it every stream. It's just too much. And you're over in the HB stream befuddling them, huh? Sucking on the tit of what's her name? Amy in Connecticut. Sucking on her tit, huh? Oh, and did you see where so that Brigitte Macron, right? The wife of the French president, that basically she's a he, right? And Candace Owens did a deep dive on it, and Brigitte Macron, you know, the wife of the French president, sent legal documents to Candace Owens telling her to stop. And Candace Owens like, bring it on, you got to file here in Tennessee. Well, apparently there were 3 reporters in France that started investigating Brigitte Macron to see if she's a he. Let's put it that way. Right? And they came to the conclusion that she is a he, and so did Candace Owens. So Brigitte Macron took these 3 reporters to court in France for defamation, and guess what? The reporters won. The basic premise of the reporters was that Brigitte Macron is a man. Brigitte Macron took those 3 reporters to court for defamation, and over 18 points of defamation. They did like a 4-hour live stream or something, And there's no defamation. So in other words, the court said they were allowed to say what they say based on the evidence that they found. They were allowed to say that they think she's a man. Well, think he's a man. Fucking Christ, that shit's confusing. But can you believe that? And let's not even get into the fact that when he was 40 years old, started grooming Macron, who was 15. Yeah. Started grooming Macron when he was 15 years old. Yeah. Fucking ridiculous. What's up, Andrew? Yeah, I could use some coffee. Yeah, let me know, Andrew. What about Michelle Obama's cock? Now, I watched Blair White, who's like a trans conservative, and Blair White doesn't think Michelle Obama's a tranny. So I'll go with Blair White. All right. Thanks, Andrew. Andrew's the guy that lives next door. Yeah, I don't think Michelle Obama's a trans, but definitely this Macron, Bridget Macron, definitely a man. Because what they're saying is, so the Macron family had a son, and the son doesn't seem to exist anymore. And what they're saying is that Bridget Macron transitioned at the age of 30. And there's no pictures of Bridget Macron as a young girl or any of that, right? It's kind of fascinating. So Andrew said, why do the Obamas keep fucking their cooks and housekeepers and then killing them in 18 inches of water? Yeah, that was a little weird. That was a little weird. I don't know, man. Just never get to hear the truth about any of this shit. It doesn't seem to matter what side, 3 arrows? What the fuck is AJ talking about? 3 arrows. Fuck. I bet you it's something fucking stupid. Three arrows. Political symbol. Social Democratic Party of Germany, using the late history of the Weimar Republic. So I guess that's oh, the Iron Front used the 3 arrows to deface the Nazi swastika. I don't know. I mean, it's amazing to me that these progressive commies are still talking about Hitler. Hitler's been long dead. There's no Nazi party. And maybe every now and then some retard dresses up in a German fucking Nazi uniform. So what? So what? Do you realize that we're not a democracy, AJ? that we're not? That the founding fathers didn't want anything to do with the democracy? That's why we're a constitutional republic, you fucking progressive commie retard. Andrew said Hitler died in the 60s. I don't know. I don't know. The point is, Three Arrows is against fascism and communism. Oh my God. These fucking progressive commies are always talking about fascism and communism, and yet their actions are fascistic and communistic. It's astounding. They accuse you of what they're doing right in your face. Right in your face. And the only people that go along with it have mental fucking problems. Like Reese, like my old boss. Like him. Mental fucking problems. Mental. Well, I'm always talking about communism because your side seems to propagate communism and fascism. And yet, you try to say Trump is some kind of fascist. It's ridiculous. I mean, you voted for a man that told businesses to fire people if they didn't get an experimental vaccine. That's who you voted for. You voted for a man that supported masking people, that supported businesses letting people inside, that supported people having to give up medical information about themselves as to whether or not they got this experimental jab. That's who you supported. And then you want to cry about no kings, and your party coronates that retarded cunt Kamala Harris, right? No primary. They coronate her, and you want to talk about no kings? What the fuck is... AJ, what part of Trump didn't tell anybody they had to take it? That was the point here. And Biden lied and said that there was no vaccine available when he became president. And yet there's a video at the end of December, just before Trump was out of office, of Joe Biden on TV getting the vaccine. Yes, Trump took credit for the vaccine. Yes, he did. But Trump didn't order people to take it. Trump didn't tell businesses to fire people for not taking it. Hey, but he said, you're not smart enough to use my words against me. I've been holding your hand since you started spouting bullshit and chat on every issue. That's pretty much you in the nutshell, AJ. I have to agree. You spout bullshit on every fucking issue. Yeah, I mean, you and my old boss Reese would get along just fine. Just talk nonsense. That's what you do. You just talk nonsense. He said, I don't want to hold your hands. We're divorced. I mean, they keep saying that Trump's an authoritarian, right? Mainly now they're saying it because he's enforcing immigration law that's been on the books for over 50 years. Over 50 years. And none of these presidents, up to now, have really enforced immigration. So because Trump is enforcing it, he's some kind of fascist. He's authoritarian. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. Oh, they're coming up with masks on. So what? They're coming in unmarked cars. So what? They have to show warrants. No, they don't. They're not getting due process. Yes, they are. If you're here illegally, you go a hearing in front of an immigration judge, and then they send you back. If you have a final deportation order, you don't go get a hearing. You go back. That's your due process. That's it. Zip, zilch, zero. You don't get a lawyer unless you can afford one. There's some fucking bleeding heart liberal organization provides one for you. Yeah, well, they made due process. They made due process sound like. They made due process sound like the due process that citizens get in the United States. But see, one thing has nothing to do with the other, because if you're a citizen, you're not going to face deportation. You understand? It's a non-issue. But, once again, mentally unstable people like AJ, like my old boss Reese, they're able to make some headway with these people. I just don't understand it. The fuck is that? Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. All right.
President Trump has said we can expect a COVID-19 vaccine before the end of the year, or, quote, sometime during the month of October. Vice presidential candidate Senator Kamala Harris said she's not so sure when it comes to trusting what the president said. Senator Harris said for her to take the vaccine, the information about its safety would have to come from a credible source.
I will not take his word for it. He wants us to inject bleach. No, I will not take his word.
Senator Harris also suggested public health officials were likely to face pushback, potentially at the expense of their jobs, from the White House if they had any reservations about a vaccine or the standard for releasing it.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, what the fuck? Her pussy needs bleach. Oh shit. Now you got AJ fucking with Andrew. Oh, all right. Coffee's ready. All right. Hold on. I'll be down. I got to. All right. Andrew, do you have sugar? I have no fucking sugar, man. Fuck me. I'll be right back. Oh, shit. I hope this Wi-Fi holds up out here. Because if it don't, I'm gonna have to switch over real quick to my whatchamacallit, hotspot. Wi-Fi not for coffee. Yeah. If I'm buffering, you got to tell me in the comments because I don't know. I may very well be buffering right now. You like stucco? Yeah, if I'm buffering, tell me in the comments, all right? Because that's some coffee from Andrew. Yeah. That motherfucker made some dinner last night. That shit was good. Am I wondering if I'm buffering? God damn, that bothers me. Can anybody explain this fucking bullshit that YouTube's doing now with the crowns and the number 1, 2, 3? Apparently, Chilcanuck is number 2. The buffering is very slight so far. All right. Fuck. Yeah, I can see where I'm stuck. All right. I got to switch back over to my what the fuck? The hotspot. Come on, you fucking. Because the hotspot's going to work better over here. There you go. Apparently I can't switch when I'm outside because I don't know. I don't understand any of this fucking shit. Any of this fucking bullshit. As soon as I smoke this cigarette, I'm going back in. Yeah, am I still fucking? Yeah. What the fuck? I can't even enjoy a cup of coffee and a fucking cigarette. Do you know what it is? I'm in kind of like an alleyway here. There's, brick and stucco on both sides of me. And it fucks with the signal, I'm guessing. In fact, I'm surprised I'm getting the Wi-Fi so far out of the house. So. Fucking ridiculous, man. Democracy Wi-Fi, huh? Oh no, I'm having some problems at work with my boss. This motherfucker, he won't. I'll send him a text or try to call him. He won't pick up the phone. He won't answer the text. I mean, like, he went on vacation last week, didn't tell me. Just told me Monday we're not working today. Then the next day, I find out that he's on vacation. His brother sets up a day's work for me, right? Then no work the next 3 days. I got a day out of Reese, so I worked 2 days last week. What the fuck? And I'm trying to move. So I'm trying to hit him up for the day's pay he owes me and send him a message Thursday, and no response. I get paid last night, 11 o'clock. What the fuck? You know? Glitchcast? Really? Is it glitching that fucking bad? Oh, fucking God. What the fuck? I'm amazed that you're all still hanging out. Well, as soon as I go back in the house, it should be better. What I can't understand is why the whatchamacallit, the hotspot isn't picking up out here. And that's probably because of the what the fuck? There it is. There you go. So now we're operating on my fucking hotspot. So I'm thinking that my phone's right here. I mean, I never had a problem. But then again, I'm in this tall alleyway. Like if you look. See that? So that's probably fucking with me. You know what I mean? Yeah, well, I think what it is, in my boss's defense, he's a one-man band like Reese. He's probably not on top of his billing. You know what I mean? And plus, the fucking riding down the street last week, and one of the trailer tires just falls the fuck off. Like we pulled up to another, like we saw that the one tire was kind of flat, and then the tire in front of it, we pull up to a job and it's gone, which is kind of weird because usually you'll hear something or somebody behind you will tell you your tire came off. Yeah. So I guess he put that in the shop and decided to go on vacation, but he didn't tell me that he was going on vacation. Like, what the fuck? Like, I could have probably set something up with Reese, and Reese did give me a day, but he couldn't give me Thursday and Friday. He couldn't do it. So, I mean, I appreciate the day, but it's like, what the fuck? And I'm trying to move from here into basically, I don't know. It's kind of a better situation. I mean, they got a washer and dryer there. You know, I mean, here is, you got this fucking big black dude here, right? His name's Dom. And he's like, he's older, he's disabled, but he's a big dude, you know, and he's real, he's like a ghetto angry guy, you know what I mean? And the other day he locked me out here because you have to keep the back door open when you're smoking because it's a deadbolt. And I think he accidentally locked me out here, and I yelled up to his room, and he's giving me all this shit. All I said was, "Did you lock the door? Can you let me in?" Comes down, you gotta. I'm a grown ass man. He said, "I'm a grown ass man. You gotta watch what you say to me." I'm like, "I'm a grown ass man too. You gotta watch what you say to me." Like, what the fuck? And then he goes and calls the manager. Like, why would you bother the manager over something like that? He denied doing it, and he was the only one here. So, you know, it's like, what the fuck? So, am I still glitching? Some kind of boss to be had there. Well, I'm thinking, you know, maybe you got some money problems. You know, I mean, I'll work with the guy. My biggest thing is when I text you or call you, pick up the phone, call me back, text me back. You know, and that, you know, communicate with me, tell me something, lie to me. You know, fucking. You know, it's like, what the fuck? I'm doing fine. All right. Well, now we're working off the phone, which I never had a problem before I moved here with doing the Wi-Fi from this fucking phone. But I don't know. It's just, you know, I don't get it. All right, let me go to fucking side. Here, I gotta watch walking with this fucking laptop. Drop this fucking laptop. These fucking things are fragile as shit. I would have to close this door. Jesus Christ. Oh, God. Oh, what the fuck? Texting not for communication. Yeah. Like if he pays me a day or two late, I don't like it, but it ain't the end of the world. But when I fucking call you or text you, respond, Like, what the fuck? And he's telling me, oh, I'm not big on the phone. Well, better start being. What the fuck? God damn. But other than that, he's a pretty good guy to work for. There's no bullshit. And he's got a dude that helps him, and he's all right. He hustles. He knows what he's doing. I got no retards like I did at Reese's. Jesus Christ. I mean, Reese is so much like AJ. It's just the emotional bullshit that you got to put up with. The justifications for nonsense is just it's off the hook. I could tell you stories, man. It's just mind-boggling. It's like it's just irrational. It just makes no fucking sense. And Reese keeps talking about this as his last year. And I think he is going to pull the plug. So I got to get away from him, And this guy Dave is he's only in his late 40s. So he's got at least another 10, 15 years. So what else is going on in politics? Like I said, nobody does short videos anymore. Even my brother, he's doing these 10-minute videos. It's like, what the fuck? I don't even know how to do a standalone video. I've never done one. I don't even know how to do it. Yeah, that's another. I'm glad you remembered that, because he has mold, and he'll tell you he don't. All you got to do is stand outside his front door, and you could smell it. It's overwhelming, and he don't smell it because he's probably used to it. But the mold doesn't go away; it just doesn't. So I'll tell you what. He quits that business. That's a nice chunk of dough that he. But see, now he's getting Social Security. He can tap into his 401k. Plus, he can bartend at the club, so he doesn't have to put up with the bullshit that he puts up with at work. But he puts up with all that bullshit because he hires people that, either don't listen to him, do what they want to do. They're not experienced. Like, how do you hire somebody that tells you that argues with you all fucking day about what to do? Now, I'll argue with Reese about politics and shit. That's a different story. But, this one dude, he just, and then you try to talk to them, they overtalk you, they just interrupt you. They don't even listen to what the fuck you're saying. It's like, and then you're doing the majority of the work. It's, and I told Reese, I said, before you quit, you better fucking revamp your house. You know what I mean? You know, like whatever you need for that fucking house, you better do it. You posted another video. Yeah. Yeah, that fucking Spencer Carter, man. You can't fuck with him at all, though. One negative comment, boom, he bans you. Can't handle any criticism whatsoever. And on top of that, he's some kind of autistic retard. It's just too much. When did you discover Spencer Carter? Just years ago. You know, it had to be 4 or 5 years ago, something like that. 3, 4, 5 years ago. I found him scrolling on the internet through YouTube. And I'm like, look at this motherfucker. All right, well, let's see how quick I can get banned. Yeah, well, you know, AJ, the problem is I like you personally, but you're so fucking retarded. You're retarded. You say things that have no basis in fact, and then it's just I can't deal with irrational bullshit. Do you understand? Like you do no research. You can't see the forest for the trees. You believe everything they say about Trump. Right. At least Spencer Carter tries. I mean, you know, he's got some kind of mental fucking problem. But Jesus Christ, he's a fucking disaster. Spencer Carter's a fucking disaster. I mean, goddamn, I'm no prolific fucking YouTuber, but Jesus Christ. And let me tell you something. When I was drinking and getting high, I was doing pretty good on the internet. You know, I mean, I was building. You know, I had 1,300 subscribers in 6 months. The first channel, and of course, YouTube stuck it up my ass. But if you look at Spencer Carter, that fucking idiot, I think he got blipped on fucking YouTube when he's on the side, when he's basically on their side. How fucked up is that? Like, you agree with all the leftist bullshit that they push, and they still banned you? Like, how the fuck? I mean, it's understandable that they banned me. I'm against the things that they push. But he's for all of it, and he just kind of makes shit up. Like they're against him and all. Like it's personal. I mean, I don't think anybody at YouTube said, let's get Jimmy from Philly. You know, they got algorithms, and if I say certain things, they're going to, you know, come after me. If I can get, well, I mean, how would you go about getting information from him? You'd have to find somebody in his neighborhood that knows him, right? And I'm sure that you could do that. You'd have to do a bunch of sleuthing, you know, like you'd have to find somebody that maybe bullied him in school and somebody that knows he has a channel and they're just itching to talk to somebody about him. You know what I mean? Yeah, it wouldn't be that hard. I mean, you, you know. And see, now today it's all cell phones. So, you know, I wouldn't know how to skip somebody down now. Like, I used to be a bill collector, and it was easy to get landlines for people and stuff. But most people don't have a landline now. Or if they do, it's just for their computer. Most people have cell phones now, so yeah, I don't know how it works. Yeah. Spencer is 40 years old. Is he 40? Well, he lives with his mom and dad, I think, right? I think he's mentioned that. It's pretty funny though. He is fucking retarded. Let me see if I can find something for him. Fuck. Yeah, see. Nah, I can't. Jesus Christ. I'm gonna log in and all that bullshit. All right, well, listen, people, I'm out of here because I'm tired. I gotta go. Gotta eat something. I thank everybody for stopping by. If you feel like donating, there is my buy me a coffee at the top of the page. That's kind of like a lost cause anymore. But again, I'd like to thank everybody for stopping by. And maybe one of these days I'll start streaming more. I don't know. Politics are really starting to fucking dull my brain anymore. You know, it's very difficult to keep up with this shit, figure out the truth, deal with retards like AJ or Reese, deal with mentally incompetent people when it comes to politics. So I'm out of here, people. Have a good one.